Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into the blueprint for monetizing custom GPTs in 2026. Look, we're seeing a massive shift right now. The initial novelty of just chatting with AI, yeah, that's worn off. Today, serious builders are focusing on structured, high-yield operational models. If you want to turn your AI knowledge into a sustainable income stream, you need the right deployment blueprints, and that's exactly what we're breaking down for you.
We've got a packed roadmap today. We'll be looking at the GPT store reality, blueprints for custom GPTs, how to package digital AI assets, marketing and hybrid models, and finally, navigating 2026 AI disclosures. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The GPT store reality. Let's bust a major myth about AI marketplaces right out of the gate.
So, the big question we hear all the time. Can you really make a living relying solely on the official OpenAI GPT store? Honestly, it's highly unlikely right now. Sure, there's a massive library of custom bots out there, but serious businesses with proprietary workflows are intentionally stepping away from relying entirely on this public ecosystem.
Just look at the stark contrast here. On the OpenAI store, your data is basically facing free-for-all risks. Anyone can prompt your bot to essentially download your proprietary files. Plus, you have absolutely zero direct monetization controls, and it forces your users to shell out $20 a month for a Plus subscription just to interact with your brand. But when you pivot to external website embeds, it's a complete game changer. You lock down your proprietary data securely, you set up independent paywalls, and you maintain total control over the entire user experience.
Moving to Section 2, Blueprints for Custom GPTs. Let's look at deploying highly profitable systems.
So, how are solo founders actually generating revenue? Basically, there are three killer deployment models. First, straight-up paywalls. Think a $10 a month subscription for premium access to a custom fitness bot or an accounting assistant. Second, lead generation. You offer a free, gated tool that provides immediate value in exchange for capturing an email address. And third, API pay-per-use billing via Stripe. This is absolutely perfect for spiky usage, like generating a complex legal document where you charge purely per interaction.
But here's the catch. To really scale this, you absolutely need a centralized management layer. This is foundational. You need a system to securely authenticate who is paying, monitor their usage limits, and process their payments, all completely outside of the OpenAI ecosystem. This management layer is exactly what transforms a simple prompt into a secure, scalable software-as-a-service business.
And honestly, this thought perfectly illustrates the immense value of using these independent blueprints. Imagine gating your highly valuable proprietary research behind an interactive chat paywall. Let's be real, nobody wants to read a static 200-page industry report anymore. But if you feed that exact same proprietary PDF into a custom GPT on your own website, you've suddenly created an interactive expert that your clients will gladly pay a premium subscription to access.
All right, Section 3. Packaging digital AI assets. Building the tool is only half the battle. How you design it dictates its perceived value.
Take a look at this number, $14,016. That revenue came from an entrepreneur who simply packaged and sold a highly niche, beautifully designed ChatGPT prompt bundle. No magic tricks here. They noticed a gap in the market for high-quality, organized prompts. They built a simple web interface, curated 10,000 highly effective prompts, and positioned it not just as text, but as a premium digital asset that saves people literally hours of frustrating trial and error.
To get those kinds of sales, you've got to elevate your niche prompt guides using professional digital mockups. It's actually a super streamlined workflow. You can use an AI design tool like Kittl for advanced text effects and modern templates. Export those as SVGs for the absolute best quality, then use Figma to lay everything out into an A4 PDF. Finally, wrap the whole thing in a sleek, professional, handless book mockup from Mockup World. It instantly transforms a basic file into a premium product that commands a higher price tag.
Which brings us to Section 4, Marketing and Hybrid Models. We need to explore the funnels that actually convert.
Okay, let's explore 3 hybrid business models to sell these assets. Model 1 is brilliant. Use a free sample of your bot on the public GPT store to act as a magnet, feeding traffic directly to your premium, paywalled site access. Alternatively, in Model 2, you provide free, high-quality blog content and guides to build trust and drive readers toward your paid custom workflows. And Model 3 is incredibly clever. You offer a totally free lead gen chatbot that provides immense value, but subtly layers in your own premium affiliate links whenever it makes a product recommendation. So, what does the ultimate marketing funnel look like? Step 1, drive targeted blog and social media traffic straight to your landing page. Step 2, showcase that high-quality digital mockup we just talked about to build real desire. And Step 3, capture the final sales conversion completely friction-free via Gumroad or Stripe. Remember that seller who made over 14 grand? They optimized this exact playbook, driving targeted traffic straight to professional mockups.
Finally, Section 5, Navigating 2026 AI Disclosures. This is vital for compliance and building trust.
You absolutely have to know the rules of the marketplace you're using. Comparing them side by side, Amazon KDP has the strictest mandatory disclosure rules right now. You must disclose it during the publishing workflow. Etsy requires partial disclosure, specifically for AI-generated art. Now, platforms like Gumroad don't strictly enforce a formal requirement yet, but taking the ethical route and disclosing it is definitely a best practice.
Zooming in on Amazon KDP specifically, you risk severe account penalties if you don't disclose certain things. We're talking AI-generated text, chapters, even if you heavily edited them yourself. You also must disclose AI-generated cover art, interior illustrations, and books translated using AI tools like DeepL. But a quick, crucial side note, if you just used an AI tool like Grammarly for a grammar check or to brainstorm a title, that's just AI-assisted. You do not need to disclose that.
Here's the big takeaway. Clearly labeling your AI usage isn't some sort of punishment. Transparency builds buyer trust. Being upfront about how you utilize these tools shows immense professionalism on marketplaces like Etsy and Gumroad. Just a simple note saying, "This guide was created with AI writing assistance and rigorous human editing," sets expectations and actually skyrockets your credibility in a crowded market. So take these blueprints, package your knowledge securely, and ask yourself what friction you can remove for your future customers today. The creators who are really going to thrive in 2026 are the ones who stop treating AI like a parlor trick and start integrating it into structured, transparent, and highly valuable systems. Your next big opportunity is waiting right behind a well-designed paywall. So I'll leave you with this. Are you building an independent business that adapts to AI, or are you just playing with the tools?